Hello, fellow traders. 'Tis I, the Rumpled One, coming to you on Tuesday, February the 25th, the year 2020. Let's talk trading. More charts. Yesterday, I talked about charts and beliefs. Well, one of the beliefs some people have, some traders have, is that they need more charts. Get the 1 minute, the 5 minute, the 15, the 30 minute, the hour, the 4 hour, the daily, the weekly, the monthly. Some people then want to do offline charts with Renko charts and do funny 2 minute candles. I mean, more charts is not the answer. It really isn't. I mean, because once again, when you break trading down to the essentials, basically all you are doing is placing a quote unquote bet on which direction the market's going to move from the time you enter the trade. But you can't make it move. So that's one reason you have to have your risk management in place. So, in case you guess wrong or pick wrong, choose wrong, however you want to say it, you only lose what you're willing to lose on that one particular trade. You don't let it get away and wipe you out. So, seeing as that price is the same on all charts, even offline charts, I mean, right now, each pair that we like to trade are stock, gold, metal, commodity, doesn't matter. It has a certain price at this moment. A few moments later, the price could change. It could go either higher or lower than what it was a few moments ago. And that's it. That's it. Trading wrapped up in a nutshell. And for anybody to believe that, if you're looking at a different chart, somehow it's going to give you any more information than the other chart, no, not when you have indicators that can plot, daily, weekly highs on the chart. You don't need to look at the daily chart to know what the daily high is. You can have either line plots or you can have gauges. So, I mean, you really have to get a hold of yourselves out there and make sure you don't fall prey to people trying to sell you on these charts. Speaking of charts, remember, these videos are for educational purposes only, and your results may differ from mine, and that trading's very dangerous. So, if you need trading advice, financial advice, investment advice, seek it from an accredited financial professional. That way, if you take their advice and you lose your money, you know you got your advice from an accredited financial professional rather than somebody with a funny name posting YouTube videos or somebody else posting on Facebook or some other trading forum platform, what you get on your Twitter or Pinterest feed. Okay, we're about halfway through the week, and you can see we still have some gaps that needed to be filled. And you can see how the dollar yen is just pushing down. Remember, I mentioned this big candle here, and price usually likes to return to this big candle area like here, and then like here, and then like here, and then here's another one here. Well, we'll just see what happens as the year unfolds, right? So you can see we got 3 down days in a row. And we're only 138 pips above the yearly open right now. And we are 211 pips below the yearly, 213 now below the yearly high. So you might go, well, Rumpled One, you've got a lot of charts you show us every day. And I go, yeah, that's true because I'm showing you different methods, but you could just pick like one chart. Like you could use this chart. You don't need any other chart. I mean, you sit here and you go, okay, here is the first day of the week. There's the low. If it hits this line, I'm going short. If it hits this line, I'm going high. And you can see right here, you'd be 24 pips up on that one simple horizontal line trade. But remember, these videos are for educational purposes only, and your results may differ from mine. I just kind of like saying that. But you know, with all these laws in the land of the free, you have to put those disclaimers out there. They'll want to hit you with a fine. And let's see here. Today is Wednesday. No, it's not Wednesday. Today's Tuesday. I'm getting ahead of myself. And so you can see here, we didn't get near the weekly open, and we're just going short here. Nowhere near that inside bar, but you can see there's a few other pairs that give you inside bar opportunities. And for the range, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pairs over 100. Once again, showing here the dollar yen breaking through that previous day's low. We put in a highest open 14 hours ago, and we're just now putting in a H1 highest open. We've just put in an H1 lowest open, looking for the green rats, looking for price to go up. And you can see here on the buy zone, we took out the pivot. And here we go, the rat zone. The range is large enough at 103. And you can see, whoops, that we are in the green rat zone. I'm going to need to rerun the frequency distribution on dollar yen because I think the rat zone is going to have to be a little bit smaller than 20 pips. Maybe we'll do that in a video later this week. We took out the daily pivot. Showed you that before. There's a weekly pivot that's missed. We look at the daily pivots, you can see here that pivot was missed. This pivot was missed. So now we've got a missed pivot above and below to see which one's going to be taken out. And I'm not sure why this computer is running like molasses. Okay, price action. We skipped over this yesterday, so once again, let's see, price opened right between 60 and 70. It's not going to stay there. You see it put in a high, and then it opened between 90 and the triple low. It's not going to stay there. It came down, put in a new low, closed here between 10 and 20, and guess what? It didn't stay between there either. It's all the way down to 7. So it's just price action. Price is going to move, and you can trade price when it leaves these ranges. Real simple. Once again, price gets in the wick of the previous day's candle. Usually doesn't like to stay in there. Usually won't close in there by the end of the day unless the wick is really huge. Here, just in the past hour, we had 2 triggers at previous month's low. I'm sorry, previous day's low and previous month's high. Just trade what you see at the line. It's not difficult. And the Einstein line showing you right here, right after the this profile was open, it triggered short and then came back didn't even threaten really. And then here we go again, short. And you can see just not much movement. Well, actually, it's about 6 pips now, 6 or 7 pips. Make that about 8 right here to the downside. And really interesting right here. Price touched right at that ATR zone and then was rejected. Now, thing is, once again, we start to get into something called beliefs. You know, some people might call these areas of support, areas where the buyers are, and I just call them highs and lows. I mean, I don't put any special label on them. I mean, because it's real simple. If you get rid of those labels and just use what you see, because you can see right here at this level, price came down and turned. You had a price turn right there and a nice move to the upside. Well, look, price did the exact same thing. It turned right in the same level. So what do? You could have done it again. Now here on the third time, you see you had it close above that area. Here it closed way below it. So there hasn't been a price turn. But right there, you could have traded off those H1 lowest opens in the moment. And we've got a lower low on the day, so no inside bar. And I see a bunch of higher highs today, right across all the pound pairs with the exception of the beast, the pound yen. And you can see the highs and lows that need to be taken out for price to move. You can see a bunch of them down here. And once again, looking at virgin wick zones, there's a couple. And see, we're on the M5 chart. I usually like to play on the H1 chart. And there doesn't appear to be any here at the bottom. Okay, and then switching back to dollar yen. This is just showing the previous day high low. I was playing with some ATRs, but we might do that again another day. So that's it, fellow traders, boys and girls. Once again, you know, more charts isn't the answer because it's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. So go out there and drain the banks.